Predictably excellent. This James Gunn sci-fi superhero film scored over 4 times its $200 million budget, following its May 5th release in 2017. The original movie is one of my favorite action comedies of the last 5 years, and it's also my second favorite MCU film, trailing only The Avengers, which is why I am stoked to report its sequel is a worthy successor. The 136-minute adventure reunites the titular squad for another round of, what else, galaxy-saving antics in action. The Guardians battle alien forces while attempting to unravel the mystery of Peter Quill's long-lost father. The hugely talented ensemble cast includes Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, Karen Gillan, Palm Clementieff, Elizabeth Debicki, Chris Sullivan, Sean Gunn, Sylvester Stallone, and Kurt Russell. The core group of characters really do feel like a family at this point, with everyone doing a great job, especially considering they're usually performing opposite CGI characters in front of giant blue screens. Russell and his marvelous mane of hair is a particularly tremendous addition to this cast, and feels so effortlessly perfect as Pratt's on-screen father, it's amazing they've never worked together before. Sadly though, he doesn't share any scenes with his former Tango and Cash co-star, who appears briefly in a role that will likely be expanded in follow-up films. Elsewhere, Bautista provides a hilarious straight-man comedic foil to newcomer Clementieff, who portrays a lonely and somewhat naive empath. Every scene they share together is complete gold.
He raised me by hand and kept me as his own.
So you're a pet?
I suppose.
People usually want cute pets. Why would you go want such a hideous one?
I am hideous?
You are horrifying to look at, yes. But that's a good thing.
Oh?
When you're ugly and someone loves you, you know they love you for who you are. Beautiful people never know who to trust.
Well, then I'm certainly grateful to be ugly.
But it's Rooker's inclusion as a nefarious space buccaneer and surrogate father figure that resonates the strongest. And least we forget about the adorable baby Groot, who delights with every appearance. Although the PG-13 rated film is bursting at the seams with impressive digital doubles, visual effects, and animated worlds, it's the wizards at Lola VFX who impressed me the most. Their retro-aging treatment of Russell in the cold open is the most seamless use of this technique we've seen yet. The entire sequence literally looks like an outtake from 1980s used cars. And while the visual treatment of Russell's home planet is not as realistic, it's brimming with color and inventiveness. And apparently with its trillion-plus polygons, this virtual planet is considered to be the biggest single visual effect ever created. Impeccably chosen 70s-era pop music is threaded into the narrative in meaningful and effective ways, grounding the otherwise silly moments and magical abilities with something Earthbound audiences will actually be familiar with. I will say, however, that the song selection for Volume 1 included better, more recognizable songs. But Russell, waxing poetic on the lyrics and relevance of Looking Glasses, Brandy, or A Fine Girl, was an important scene, and a clear example of how these two mediums, movies and music, can complement each other like peanut butter and jelly. These stellar musical choices also help propel an emotional epilogue to legitimate tear-jerking status, something I didn't think was possible for this brand of movie. With the exception of this final scene, the film has a somewhat pervasive habit of punctuating emotional moments of introspection or romance with a jokey response, like when Bautista declares, "We leave no one behind," before continuing towards Gillen, except maybe you. This is a fun, cameo-laden ride from the flashy opening titles to the Easter egg-filled ending credits and its 5 separate bonus scenes. Despite the whiz-bang action and unfamiliar environments, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is a surprisingly sweet-natured and grounded story with irresistibly charming characters. Just shy of my top score, I thought it was awesome. That does it for this review, but if you'd like to watch more Movie Night, click or tap the thumbnails on the left. And don't forget to visit the Jogwheel YouTube channel to see full episodes of this show, in addition to all the other content I produce. My name is Jonathan Paula, thanks for watching, and have a good movie night.